Hi traders, welcome to this video, an update on the euro dollar and pound dollar for the remainder of July 2020 here, 3 days to go. Alright, it is 9 a.m.-ish GMT time and we got the FOMC statement coming up later today that of course can rock the boat a little bit or maybe even a lot. So that's something to be aware of. I personally haven't was bullish, still am bullish on the euro dollar, but it has reached a level at 117.50, 118 that I think could be a substantial obstacle for an immediate follow through. I think a good chance of some kind of retracement or pullback at this point, basically, although I remain bullish. Specifically, 118.20 is a big fib from the weekly chart. So although there's, I think that this is more of a spot where a bull flag might appear, and I think that I'm leaning towards more of a, although I don't see it in the price action as yet, a spot where price might make a dip down to the bottom of that flag. All right. So personally, I think that this could be a spot for a flag development. Now, if it does break through 117.75, it could push up to that 118.20, but that's where that huge fib is. Now, it doesn't mean that because there's a huge fib at 118.20 on the weekly chart, that price will stop right there, right at that 118.20. It could push a little bit, still hit 118.50, for instance, and then move down. So let's put the fib from here to here, 118.25-ish, right? It's a rough area, not an exact spot. So if it breaks through 117.75, there is a little bit of space, 50 pips, maybe even 75 pips before it hits that fib. If it fails to break 117.75, so it really depends on this 50-minute chart at this moment. If it pushes up but fails here, and then there's a bounce, and then there's a correction like that, then that could indicate the potential bounce rather than a break to the upside. And we might see that bull flag, and if price then breaks through the 20 EMA, we could see that move down to, for instance, 117, 116.75. And we might see this kind of move like that. Maybe not in one shot, maybe something like this. Flag and then down, hit this bottom of the flag and then move up again. Build the flag, and eventually a bull flag pattern, of course, is a continuation chart pattern and should expect to follow through to the upside like that. So it's something like this on the 4-hour chart, for instance, and then break to the upside. That's if we get a bull flag. Now, alternatively, if there is a reversal, price has moved up a lot. It could be overextended. I wouldn't rule that out necessarily, but I wouldn't trade it either. I would only trade a bigger reversal trade to the downside in this zone, down to the 144 EMA. If price tests the 20 EMA, bounces, and re-breaks the second time below the 20 EMA, and there could be a reversal trade back down to 115, 114.75. All right, so that's the alternative thing I'm keeping an eye on. So small intraday push above 117.75, otherwise flag likely and continuation. But if it does break the 20 EMA for the second time, a bigger reversal trade possible. That's how I see and am approaching the euro dollar. Pound USD moved up a lot more. I think I mentioned that on Monday, if I remember correctly, that the pound has more space to the upside because the euro dollar was already at 117.50, but the pound dollar actually just broke 128 and had a pretty good space up to 130, which indeed happened. Price is not at 130 yet, but was very close to at 129.70. So yeah, that's very close. Pretty good potential setups on the 1-hour chart and 50-minute chart and 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at that 50-minute time frame here. We had with the SWAT candles set up on Monday, breakout here on Tuesday, a couple, and earlier today on the 50-minute world. On the 1-hour world, we had one yesterday, in fact, and of course the week before, in fact, on I think this was Friday and yesterday on the 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart. The 4-hour chart we had one on Thursday, I think it was, the 23rd. Yep. And of course, even earlier about last week, Monday as well here. So that's with the normal SWAT candles. If you're interested in the SWAT course and indicators and strategies, you can get it for free, by the way, through our partner broker that offered that. Or you could, of course, become a member and pay the subscription fee there. But anyhow, that's with SWAT candles here. Regarding my analysis, so close to 130, I wouldn't want to trade to the upside. Personally, I think there's a fair chance the price will make some type of reaction at 130, but it could always be a little bit sooner at 129.75 or a little bit further at 130.25. It really depends on the price action and candlestick patterns that emerge in this area. But if anything, it could be some kind of minor bouncing spot. Although I'm not expecting really a huge movement down, it could go back to 129 and the 21 EMA, for instance. I personally would be hesitant to trade that to the upside so close to 130. But after it hits 130 and it makes that small bounce, I expect the flag. And in that case, then I think it's ready for breakout. Or with like the euro dollar, if it breaks the 21 EMA, makes a pull whack and then continues, then it is looking more like a potential bigger retracement down to the 144 EMA. All right, that's it for now, and see you next week. Cheers, bye-bye.